Hello and welcome to EngLearn. Today we're discussing the most common mistakes students make when writing their comparative response in question 1b of paper 1. The first common mistake is that students analyze one text and then the other. They write several paragraphs about the text they've been given, analyzing it as they would in question 2, and then they analyze their own text in the same way. Many students think this is how you're supposed to do this task. But that is just not true. As we've discussed in an earlier comparative writing video, you're not supposed to treat your text and the given text separately. That is analysis, not comparative analysis. It's like telling your friend what you like about a burger at McDonald's and what you like about burgers at Burger King. But for your friend to decide which one he'd like, you need to compare them, discuss how they're similar and different, speak about the quality of meat, salad, and sauces in each of them. In the same sense, to truly comparatively analyze two texts, you need to comment on how they are similar and different, and how each of them creates the appropriate tone, appeals to their target audience, and fulfills its purpose. For more information on how to do that, see the video in the top right corner. The second most common mistake is that instead of comparing the form, structure, and language of the text, students summarize or comment on the content of the text. What this means is that you discuss what you and the author wrote about, what topics you dealt with, instead of how you dealt with the topic, and what language, structural, and formal devices you both use to make your points. This exam is not a test of your understanding of what the texts are about. That is a very basic level of analysis. Instead, you need to be able to analyze in depth and then write a comparative essay commenting on the form, structure, and language. If you need help on what exact elements you're looking for, check out the video in the top right corner. Even if you do find the right elements to comment on, students sometimes only provide superficial commentary and comparison without delving deeply into why the authors made the choices they did and what effects their choices have. A superficial analysis will just not do at this level. Instead, you need to offer comparison that links the individual elements of form, structure, and language to the overall tone, purpose, and audience of both texts. We've mentioned the need to make this link between individual words and phrases and the effects of the whole text many times, but that's just because they are really that important. Being able to focus simultaneously on particular devices and overall effects is one of the elements that differentiates top answers from those which are not. Comparative writing takes this to yet another level, as the candidate must keep two different purposes and audiences in mind and effectively compare the two texts. Another common mistake, which either arises from the fact that the given text is longer or that it somehow comes first, is that students provide more details about the given text than their own. Perhaps it seems that texts written by professional writers lend themselves better to analysis than yours, but this should not be the case. Through your comparative analysis, you need to show that, as you were writing your text, you were aware of your language and structural choices and are now able to explain and comment on them in as much detail as those from the given text. Finally, time management always seems to be an issue. I know that time is really short, and this question is new and rather difficult, but that doesn't mean you should devote an excessive amount of time to it. This question carries 15 points. Compare that, for example, to the 25 points you need to earn in question 2. Then, work out how much time you need to spend on each. And please, manage your time before the actual exam, and have an idea in your head on how much time you will spend on each part. This comes only through practice, and there is no replacement for regular, timely practice when it comes to this exam. I hope you'll manage to avoid these mistakes and any others that are particular just for you. And here's a bonus question for you. In your work preparing for this question so far, what have been the common mistakes you've made? Are they the same as the ones listed here or completely different? Let me know in the comments below. Perhaps I'll have some more advice to offer. And don't make the mistake of not hitting the subscribe and notification button. And if you really like my videos, please consider becoming a supporter on Patreon. Thank you. Happy exam season, everyone.